Hi everybody, we're just recording another Shadowmatch video. In the last episode we spoke about benchmarks, so we talked about how you go to the Shadowmatch benchmark spot here, and when the internet catches up we can look at a benchmark of people and we can decide that this is a good profile and we can compare people to that profile. Now, this is useful when we've got the same people in the same job. So, for example, we've got a benchmark of 6 salespeople. They are our top performers. They are good citizens of the company. But there are times when we want to look at a team of people who might not all be in the same job. So then we don't use a benchmark, we use a team graph. So let's go back to our individuals there. So if we've got, for example, Eric and Connor, and we look at all individuals and we've got Eric and Harry as well, we can take the whole team, which in customer support may consist of supervisors, customer support people, it might consist of admin people, sometimes salespeople, it depends. So if they're all in different job titles, then we take those 4 people, we click on the 3 dots at the top, and we add to a team. Okay? Then up comes the team. We create the team and we call this, for example, customer service, like so. And we might describe it and give it a name. For example, we might say it belongs to this division. And we create the team using the people we marked over there. So we create and unmark those people. The reason we say unmark is because we want to take away those ticks from the 3 dots. We don't want to keep those 3 dots because that keeps the data alive. All right, so now we've got our people. The first thing we notice in the team is that the team is green, which means it's a very strong match. The people in this team have similar habits. Then you'll notice that if you scroll over these definitions, you can get the text for what it means, which is useful. So what are soft behaviors? And it gives you the definition. What do we mean by active exploration? And it goes around and you can do that for all of these people. Then there's another feature which enables you to look at which people have which behaviors. So this whole team has a collection of soft habits to do with individual inclination, simplification, propensity for handoff, innovation, and propensity for change. On the other side of the page, their strongest habits are discipline, team inclination, altruism, conflict handling, and resilience. Now, so that's a little bit different to the rest of the definitions where we simply give a definition of the different axes. The axes are by and large opposite. In other words, being quick and efficient, the faster we tend to go, the less accurate we are, and vice versa. If we're very structured and disciplined, we may tend to explore new solutions less. Our soft behaviors are often opposite to the bold behaviors. If we are strongly people-oriented, that tends to be opposite to task. Independent and individualistic versus collaborative and cohesive. Maintaining what we know versus being open to change, and I think I've covered all of them. So now we can click on Barbara and we can compare Barbara's profile to the rest of the team, and we notice that her accuracy is a touch softer and she's not quite as task oriented as her friends. If we then look at Brenda, we can see that Brenda's a pretty close fit to the team profile with stronger people habits, slightly less oriented towards change, prefers to work with what she knows. Then we go from Brenda to Eric, and we can see that Eric is a very close fit to the team, except that he has stronger speed and efficiency. And then after Eric is Harry, and Harry as well is a strong fit to the team with stronger habits for exploration and for change. So if we then put all the team members on top of that, we then take the technical definition of the graph and we compare it to the lived experience of the line manager. So if you're the line manager or if you're the HR manager and you're supporting a team to understand what's going on here, the trick is to compare your technical interpretation of the data with your lived experience of the situation. If those two marry, we have a good news story. I hope that's been useful. If you have any questions, please do call us. We are always happy to jump online and help everybody with the technical translation of Shadowmatch, which we love as a tool to see how people will fit in teams and if the teams are going to be relatively functional. Thanks for listening, and until next time, cheers.